Hello, and welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. If Adesanya has some professional criticism, if you will, directed towards boss man Dana White, in terms of matchmaking specifically, we're going to talk about Izzy's comments. Before getting started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all of this that is new from this channel, your channel, one and only MMA Vision Analysis. Adesanya is blaming matchmakers for quote-unquote boring fight cards. He's also blaming the UFC for obviously the lack of ticket sales due to the inflated prices of tickets, and that kind of, well, according to Izzy, puts the UFC out of touch with its fan base. Obviously, I think professional criticism is something that has to be received well by the UFC, Dana White, and perhaps, just maybe, Adesanya is onto something. But I would like to add something to Izzy's comments. Do you, as Adesanya and us as the fans, do you guys really think it's due to inflated prices that these ticket sales are not obviously improving or is replicating something that has been done in the past, like past meaning like Conor McGregor's days? Do you guys think that's due to the fact that we just don't have big enough stars to make the sales, or do you really think that the issue is the price of the ticket? Because personally speaking, I believe if it's now, there is such a thing as outpricing your fan base. That's most certainly a thing, but also, one other thing we have to take into consideration is that, with all respect, I mean, I do understand that the fights are entertaining, but for an average fan, they're looking for captivating characters, which, in all honesty, aside from, a handful of fighters scattered out in different divisions, and I think we can all name the names that are able to actually make noise when said fights are happening. I mean, we just don't have big enough, we don't have a Conor McGregor anymore that's active, at least, right? We don't have somebody that makes that kind of noise. So, I think that's why ticket sales are not as what they perhaps once were. Maybe this is a case, just kind of regressing back to the means. I mean, with the McGregor era, which really it is the McGregor. I mean, I'm not saying that McGregor is the greatest mixed martial artist of all time, but he's the best guy that sold tickets of all time. I think in terms of the UFC, that's most certainly the thing. Character, prophesized wins and how he would win and what fashion and all that good stuff. And that captivated audiences, that made the sport what it is today, I believe. And when McGregor left or is no longer active, then it's a case of regressing back to the means, just going back to normal, sort of say. So unfortunately for us, we don't have the mega stars that are able to captivate the audiences like a Conor McGregor, at least not yet, or not at that level. Are there guys that have the potential? Yes, there are a handful of guys scattered around different divisions. We can say Ilia Topuria, obviously Izzy himself. We can still say that Izzy has the ability to captivate the audience. But aside from a handful of fighters, that's the main issue, I think. It's just having superstars that bring in those ticket sales. If you made it this far, I appreciate it for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe for more.